Student loan debt continues to be a massive problem in the United States. This is debt that students cannot get rid of, even if they file for bankruptcy. And there have been growing calls for the Biden administration to forgive student loan debt. Now, Chuck Schumer is continuing with these efforts to really present himself as this progressive and a man of the people. And so, speaking at a press conference recently, the majority leader called on his supporters to pressure Congress, pressure lawmakers to cancel student loans. Let's hear what he had to say.
Folks listening, whether you have the debt, have a friend who has the debt, believe it's the right thing, we're asking you, email, call, write President Joseph Robinette Biden and tell him you want this done. We're trying to get as many people to contact the White House as possible. And frankly, we told this to Joe Biden and he said, go ahead, let it rip. So let's show them what kind of support there is out there for this great plan that Elizabeth, Bob, and I, and many, many others are pushing. Let's get this done.
Oh.
Wow, what a tactician, really. Yeah.
And what a cool individual. Anyway, I don't like the posing at the end. Also, based on the conversation, if that was an accurate reflection of the conversation that Senator Schumer had with Joe Biden, F Joe Biden. He's like, Schumer's like, yeah, no, the American people really want to cut student loan debt. In fact, they're going to start to make it clear to you. And Biden says, yeah, let it rip. What are you talking about? First of all, you can just look at the polls. You already know what the American people think about it. And I would also say, why do we have to do a whole nother campaign? You said you would do it. You knew how much we wanted it. It was one of the things that led young people to support you in the first place. I'm all for people contacting their elected officials. We ask them to do it all the time. I kind of feel like in this case, they shouldn't have to though. I think that Joe Biden knows damn well what people want. And even if he doesn't, Warren and Schumer do. I don't know about Menendez, but those two definitely. Why don't they talk to Joe Biden? Why don't they put some pressure on him? You're the leader of the Senate Dems. You can cause all sorts of problems for Joe Biden and his agenda if that's what you wanted. If you really are prioritizing this, and he's been consistent, he's been talking about it for months now. Maybe he actually does want $50,000 to be canceled. But if so, don't say, I want it, I'm your champion, now you guys go and actually make it happen. And presumably, if it doesn't happen, well, it was on you guys, because I told you to go talk to him. No, and it's not on us. We voted, we got him elected, and by the way, got you to be majority leader. Now you do your job and talk to Joe Biden and make it actually happen. And if we can't do 50,000 right off the bat, we know he can do 10,000 in his own addled mind. What he can do with the stroke of a pen is at least 10,000, do that. And then we can return and talk about the 40,000. How about that? How about a little show of good faith on this topic from Joe Biden? Because as of right now, he has the exact same position as Donald Trump when it comes to canceling student loan debt. At least in terms of this. I understand they've done a couple of billion for special programs, blah, 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 don't tweet me. I'm talking about the actually canceling a significant portion of the $1 trillion+ in student loan debt that we have outstanding.
No, don't. And also to the people who are like, no, but don't you get it? Biden is going to propose this great indentured servitude bill that forces you to work in a specific field. And then maybe in 10 years, if you're lucky and the right administration is in charge, they might cancel your student loan debt, but probably not. No, I don't want to hear about that. I don't care. Like that's not a solution, right? The whole point is to give people the economic freedom that comes along with doing away with this ridiculous student loan debt, most of which is being doled out and processed by the federal government. And they charge interest. That is a form of bringing in revenue for the federal government because they charge interest. And I think that's one of the motivating factors for why we haven't really seen an administration willing to discharge student loan debt. But I agree with you. I mean, you said everything that needed to be said. Chuck Schumer, not a great debater, but certainly a great delegator. And I'm busy. I don't have time to do his job. He needs to do his job, okay? He's got a tremendous amount of power as the Senate Majority Leader, okay? The person who served as a Senate Majority Leader not too long ago, Mitch McConnell, apparently understands how to flex his power. It's just unfortunate that right now we don't have much of that with Democratic leadership. So that's where we're at.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.